Okay, as we're in Exodus, and I like this week's Torah portion, and I like this day, the new year. It's interesting to me that the Sabbath, Shabbat or Sheva, the Saturday, would be the Sabbath on a Jewish calendar, happens to be the first day of this new year of 2022. There's a lot of twos in there. But it's interesting in this week's Torah portion is an I appeared. And we see that Moses is going through the plagues with Pharaoh. And one of the verses in Exodus chapter 9, verse 3 says this, "But you and your servants, I know you still won't fear God, or you won't accept God." And the deal is Moses is doing all these things through God, the plagues, and Pharaoh's seeing this, and he's still not accepting the Lord. No matter how many times Pharaoh and his gang see the hand of God working, they still won't believe. The same goes for many people around us today. And in this new year, we're going to share the gospel with a lot of people. We're going to share the truth of salvation with a lot of people. And that's what we should do in this year 2022, is we should be sharing the good news of salvation. But understand, many people aren't going to listen. They're not going to accept Jesus or any way, shape, or form. But there's always a few inside that pack of wolves that will. The Lord is alive. Blessed is my rock. Exalted be the God of my salvation. Jesus is the God of our salvation. That's what Psalm 18:47 says. Even when people are hard-hearted and refuse to hear the good news of God, and we simply need to just keep sharing. We need to keep sharing. Why? Because there's always going to be that one person in the crack that's going to hear this and is going to see the hand of God. As we start 2022, we see a lot of issues happening. We have fires. It's the middle of winter and there's fires in Colorado, forest fires. It's weird. We've seen tornadoes. We see an economic collapse. We see a lot of burdens and a lot of things happening in the world that got people scared. We still are dealing with COVID 2 years after it started, and it's still 15 days to stop the spread. I mean, come on. People are stressed out. Us as believers have an opportunity we know these things are going to happen. The Bible tells us we need to share the good news. Matthew 5:16 says this, "In the same way, let your light shine before people so that they may see the good things you do and praise your Father in heaven." Let us be lights shining in this dark world in 2022. Let us be resting and ready to go. I just think that is really interesting that today's the day of rest. And tomorrow we start the first day of the new year, as far as the first day of the week. And we can go out refreshed and new to share the good news of Jesus. Have a blessed day and a blessed 2022.